Tennessee State University, where the Tigers are victorious tonight. The final 66-61. We've got Coach Travis Williams with us here courtside, and Coach, congratulations! A wonderful ball game. So many close games this year. This time the Tigers pull it out.
Yeah, I think we to a point where we played our brand of basketball. We really put two 20-minute halves together, and to hold this team that's shooting 42% from the field, 21% from threes, and do some of the things that we were capable of doing. I was really, really impressed with our overall effort tonight. But more importantly, I was impressed with the enthusiasm of our bench, and guys just really had a lot of chemistry with each other.
No doubt about it, and one of the Blue Cross Blue Shield keys to the ball game was for the Tigers to keep it close tonight and not let the Cougars run away with it, and they did exactly that. In fact, for the first about 7 minutes of the ball game, the Tigers had the lead.
Yeah, I just thought we came out to defend. We came out to play some defense, and we were locked in and focused on the scouting report, the film session, and walk through. And I just thought, we had a sense of urgency. Senior night, of course, Patrick Miller, Nobles, and Chad Weller, you want to try to send those guys on a good note. And I think the guys were totally locked in each other. It was a big night for our seniors.
Indeed, and if you want to know how big it was, 18 of the 30 points you scored in the first half, the seniors were responsible for it, and they wound up with 35 points tonight. And, why don't you, when you're on the way to Moorhead next week, tell them it's senior night at Moorhead again and see if you can get the same performance.
Yeah, and that's going to be important. I think the main thing for us, like you said earlier, some key stats that stuck out to me is that, we had more assistant turnovers. That means we took care of the basketball. And, 4 of those turnovers that Patrick Miller had, 3 of them was offensive fouls, so, and just trying to tweak that a little bit. And, we'll talk about officiating, but some of those, Patrick Miller is one of your better players in getting those type. I think in the last 2 games he's had 7 offensive fouls called from the last 2 games. So we got to look at that and be able to assess that aspect. But I still want him to be aggressive. But overall, I thought the guys came out and played well. He shoot 44%, for the game.
Coach, a rather unusual game with a long delay right at the half, and Albert and I spent some time talking about it, wondering if that would be an advantage or disadvantage to either team for that matter. What were the players' response? How did they take that delay?
The players, they were in the locker room, they would stay focused in. They kept their heat pads on them. They turned on some music. We just kept them loose, I mean, they were really, really locked in for this game tonight, and that's the exciting thing, And it gave us time to readjust, reevaluate where we are, and they pretty much, we walked in, they knew what the deal was. I said, hey guys, what do we have to do? Coach, we got to come out and play some defense, and that's what they did.
Well, speaking of which, this is the Cougars, a balanced team, but they've been led all year by Devontae Stewart, and the Tigers just smothered him defensively tonight. He averages 12 points a game and only got 4 tonight. He's the floor general, and he was held to only a few assists, so he did a fine job. I
think our guys really did a fine job, and he was the key for the team, to try to take it out, because he pretty much handles the basketball, get him in assists, and that was a key goal in our scouting report and walkthrough is to make sure we contain him, and I thought the guys did a fine job.
Well, Coach, congratulations again. A huge victory here and a perfect way to go on the road. You got Moorhead. In fact, the last 2 games are East Tennessee, and again, perfect to go to East with a victory here tonight, and you did it in grand fashion.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Tennessee State University.